A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the grand finals of the Wild Rift Open 3. I am Jordan, escape artist. I'm joined by Tanya May, and we are super excited to get down to it because this is, as Tanya was saying just now, an anime arc, the ultimate anime arc, because our two teams are Next Play Tempest and Space Gamer Kelly. And Next Play Tempest, they won the very first Wild Rift Open, and then the second one, they were taken out of the competition by none other than Space Gamer Kelly. So now they are meeting in the grand finals. This is gonna be the clash of the titans. It's gonna be super exciting. Wow, I, I I'm very hyped for this, and we are
Me
already in the first
too.
event.
I
Wow.
mean, it's gonna be revenge, right? I mean, for next play, they really won the title here after being kicked out by Space Gamer in the last time round, and Space Gamer does not. They already broke their third place curse, and now they are guaranteed first or second, and of course they're gonna vie for first. And the bans have already come out. Next play does not want Andy on that singed. But a little bit different because Brom and Galio are not banned, which were banned before against Space Gamer by Lorem. So immediately
Mhm.
they pick it up for themselves.
And that's right. They see that Brom and they take it. But next play are gonna most likely take away this Galio as well as the Vi. So they have this engage combo right here. They can use to go in on Space Gamer Kelly.
And of course, the next play bot lane is going to be really important here because they are the challenger bot lane. Next play loves to play around their dragon laners. And Space Gamer, something different, right? Because they're no longer on an enchanter support, it's Brom. And now they also picked up Irelia for that solo lane. Such a beast on patch 2.4. And with Brom, the Brom Jarvan combo can be quite deadly as well. And that's it for
Yeah.
next play. She's gonna have that enchanter support for Corki and rely on Galio as well as Vi for the engage. And not to mention,
Yep.
they also have Fiora who dropped all the way down in these bands. So if they want side lane pressure, they could also get it.
Yeah, that's right. Hellgirl on Fiora did bring Next Play Tempest to many wins as well. Before this, I mean, not only do they have Chabi and Gia in the bot lane, but Hellgirl, who absorbs a lot of pressure and is still able to hold her own and split push in the side lane, also helps to round up the Next Play composition. And on her signature Fiora pick, I think this is going to be a very exciting game to look forward to.
And also on broadcast, it will be the first time that we see Andy on this Irelia. I mean, Andy, such a versatile player, from Singe to Kennen to Akali, and showing off her mechanics, but at the same time also her game sense, like the understanding of how to play out all these champions in relation to her team. And now we have Irelia, where Irelia Fiora is gonna be a skill matchup right there in the Baron lane. And as the game moves forward, it's gonna be a question of who puts on more pressure at the side.
Yeah, that's right. We are here for game one of the grand finals, which is the best of five, by the way. So be prepared for five exciting games. It's next play Tempest going up against Space, Gary Calix, and already we see an invade right here from Space Gamer. They are sending four members in to place down a ward in the bot side.
But as a result, they are giving up mid lane pressure, so Diana has to be contented just to let the wave hit her here in the tower, while Galio also gets a chance to set down some vision or prop the plant. But looks like that ward didn't really do much except inform them of whether Vi is doing the Krugs or not. Looking at where the jungler started out, if Jarvan ends up going to do that blue buff, it will give next play Tempest that informational advantage. Meanwhile, Vi is also moving towards her blue, and I think he will be pathing down here, and he realizes, yep,
Yep,
do they spot him? Maybe the ward is a little bit too far.
I think in my maybe he started with the blue, has it already, so has already most likely been spotted out by that ward.
Yeah.
And there we go, 100% spotted out. We can see the instant danger ping as well.
Yeah, it's a great trinket ward because Jarvan here with the gank.
Yep,
Oh,
Chabi though
oh.
going forward onto Ellison. Valkyrie out, but does get stunned up by the Braum. I believe still has a flash and doesn't even need to use it. Tomaru making the early ganks here on the Jarvan pick.
I'm so sorry, Charmy. It's like we think that they'll back off. Chavi's like, nope, she wants to trade, right? She wants to go in for that burst damage on Corky. And Jarvan is back.
Oh, round 2. Yeah, a little late though on the flag and dragon. Wasting a lot of time in the bottom lane here allows Vi to steal away the red buff as well as the top side Scuttle Crab there with 0 repercussions.
This is gonna cost Jarvan so much though. You camp at bot lane, twice you try and gank and you get nothing out of it, but Jarvan is going back, guys.
Round 3. Third time is the charm, ladies and gentlemen. And no! Oh, Chabi with the Valkyrie there finally forced the flash there. Tomaru using the flash to force Chabi to use her own. I think that's a success, I guess. I mean, able to get the Krugs as well, but now Vi with free reign over the top side jungle basically took everything away from the Jarvan already.
Yeah, but Jarvan is gonna be lacking in experience right here. I guess for Space Gamer, they recognize that Chavi is the carry, and they want to focus her down, and they finally got the flash. I guess that was the objective all along. But whether it pays off, we have to expect that Jarvan will be this bot lane because they knowingly gave up the top side of the map.
Yep, and Andy is having a horrible time right here. Just hit level 5, and Helgo already hit level 6. Jarvan coming in with the Cataclysm, but Andy's a little far behind. Angel is gonna be able to bot breaker. No, has to use the flash to get away from the stun there.
Oh, these bubbles by Gia. You mentioned that we saw her a lot on Janna the last time around, and looks like Enchanters, of course, are still up her alley. She's looking pretty good on this Nami. It's really about the bubbles and those clutch bubbles that are saving her AD carry and giving Chabi the chance to escape without burning Flash.
Yeah, absolutely right. And Chabi just the synergy of this bot lane duo that Chabi's like, okay, I'm going in, even though it's a 3v2, I have enough faith in my support that I will be going in and trying to trade back instead of just trying to run away. It really shows the confidence that these two have in each other right here. Being a bot lane duo for so long right now really helps them out in that department.
Yeah. And the camp continues, Gerard.
Yeah.
The camping of the opposing junglers, Jarvan on the bot side, next way in the top side. But it does mean that they can trade up these objectives.
Yep, Chabi will spot this out right now. It could be a 4v3 if they want to go in, but I don't know if they really do want this smite is going to be coming out. And who are you going in on that Galio, that package for Chabi, putting out a lot of damage, but she's been split up from Gia. Has the Galio at the very least with a hero's entrance or exit, depending how you want to see it, because Galio is so low, and finally Helgirl has made her way down. Namhome on that Diana right there is pretty low, but Gia is not going to be able to finish off the kill. Bubble coming out as well. Some additional poke, but Tomaru flashing back in with the Cataclysm there, giving up the first blood. Helgirl picks that one up there. Namhome very low as well, overstaying, and Helgirl just gonna lunge forward. Gia gonna pick up a second kill for herself. The Rift Herald was used in the mid lane as well. And next lane, Tempest, they pick up the first turret and some kills in the bot lane as well.
You would say that pulling off such a move, getting the Rift Herald at top, Vi was nowhere at bot, and still this challenger bot lane as well as Galio decided to go in. It's a miracle that Galio didn't fall, where the HP bar was so low. And somehow, someway, Chabi always has an exit plan. Like whether it is a Nami bubble or a Nami ultimate, or in this case, Galio, even though super low on health, had the ultimate to go in to save Chabi.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is the Chabi show, and next play are setting up for her so well.
Absolutely beautiful stuff happening right here. It's about 5,000 gold lead for next play. Currently, Chabi is the benefactor of an 800 gold lead over her counterpart, and look at that there, the confidence once again just walking forward into the face of 4 people, Tanya. Just solely with Gia there. Yeah, even gonna use the tidal wave. They might catch out Alizon, who takes a huge chunk there from that Winds of War from the Galio. Nearly taken out, and next play are just gonna continue to push that pressure in. They're now in the jungle of Space Gamer.
And she has Essence Riven right there completed on Corky, and the trust between Chabi and Gia is really obvious. I think when you look at all the bot lanes and across all the teams that we've seen, the way that they lay their spells, the way they combo, or the way they save each other and they space out.
Whoa. Chubby. Oh dear, Chubby might just get saved by her entire team this time. It's not just the trust, but Namhom finally going in and managing to seal that kill. Who are you? Trying to save Gia right now, but Gia is gonna fall to Namhom as well, who landed an excellent Diana ultimate, getting a double kill so far. The health bars are pretty low, but Namhom is still doing the damage. Andy does not land the Irelia ultimate, but the health bars are on the side of Space Gamer and not on the side of next play. Namhom gonna go in once again with that Luna Rush. Hellgirl and Andy as well with a 1v1 right here. Is there any order in this? Andy going on the Hellgirl, the Blade Surge, and it's gonna be Namhom who comes in picking up the 4th kill. They're not gonna allow the 1v1 to happen. And Space Gamer, just when you started to think the next play had a lead, Chubby went a little too far forward and got caught out on the flank. And it's not even over because Chubby's going on Ellison once again, and the tidal wave is gonna take her life there. What an explosive game.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit uncharacteristic. Just as I was praising Chubby, she moved way too far deep into enemy territory on the top side of the map. And we've seen Space Gamer on so many games so far, and they are so good at finding these opportunities. The moment they spot out and they recognize that certain members of Next Play are in this position or in that position, they see the chance to jump on the AD carry and they do so.
And that's right. Tomairu going with the flag and drag there, but really just to clear out the wave and continue to fight against the pressure that's coming out from next play there. As you can see, Chubby just picked up the Zhonya's enchantment to buy time for the rest of the team, especially the Galio and the Nami to come and support her out on that one.
It is still a 5,000k goal lead towards next play. They maybe lost a little bit of tempo on the top side and gave Space Gamer a chance to come back, but realistically, Chubby is still very much ahead.
Yep, that's right. And this Galio here, who are you on this pick? Doing a lot of zoning there, making sure that Tomairu has zero chance of going in and stealing that dragon away.
In Space Gamer, they are still gonna have to find these opportunities. It's quite hard for them to engage at this point in time. When you talk about Jarvan going in, or even Braum following up, or Diana, they're gonna get melted so fast by Chubby on this Corki. So for now, they should be happy to just farm up for their items a little bit more. And the moment that next play makes a mistake or they position in a way that Space Gamer can capitalize on it, you can count on Space Gamer going in for that.
Absolutely. Keep your eyes on Namhom and Tomairu to be the execution to start anything for Space Gamer in that fight where Namhom got 4 kills. She had a very nice flank, was able to not only catch out Chubby but the rest of the team as well. Next, Space Gamer are grouping up in the top side though. They're gonna try to chip down this turret. But who are you going with? A 2-man taunt? They're catching up the Kaisa as well, who is still alive. Jarvan, Namhom in the backlines trying to deal with Chubby, but she is the only one and now is forced to retreat away as well. Angel gonna keep the chase up, Gambling using the Glacial Fissure there to dissuade any further advancements from next play, but they are the ones who gain control over the river.
Space Gamer did not lose anybody, but health bars were low, and I think a lot of summoner spells were expended just for that. They didn't really gain much from it. They were really trying to force the top lane tower, but if you look at the river, it is all warded by next play. And really, Space Gamer are being starved out right here. It's going to be on next play to try and end the game sooner than later.
Absolutely. Chubby has 2 items already, actually.
Yeah,
So
just about to
pretty
point out the
smart.
Solari Charge Blade and Essence Reaver, and oh,
Oh, Andy trying to go in here, trying to find that 1-for-1 exchange, but you do not do that when there are
Oh.
4 people. Oh, actually landing the sun, Galio, okay. Looks like somehow Andy made it.
Oh.
Now this one all did. We're looking at the Baron right now, and we're back on Andy once again. They're gonna find the auto attacks. Very elusive champion, I really couldn't be, but just not enough when there are 5 people surrounding you and Chubby is able to find 2 kills, including a shutdown. Gonna be very happy about that one.
yeah, and he almost made it out, but that does mean I think it's practically a free Baron though. Jarvan could jump over the pit, but I don't think she'll make it there in time.
Oh, actually is there in time right now. The flag, the drag, but the smite coming out from Vi. The killer instincts followed as well by the assault. Battery and Kaisa is just left for dead right here. Gambling watching as her entire team just falls and crumbles down. Now next play have the Baron. They have all 5 members alive. They can push down this mid lane turret.
Yeah, next play, picking up the tempo. And, well, wait, Andy trying to make a heroic play.
Well, next play don't have Chabi at the moment, so they are not going to be able to kill this turret at the very least.
Pinks are going down. It's going to be a scuttle into that third dragon. They are tied. You know, next play does have that mountain, and Space Gamer has Inferno. The additional cloud, it should be going on the way of next play Tempest, unless they want to commit on the top side using Barret.
Hell Girl in a 1v4 finding that kill, keeping herself alive, saying I can beat you, Andy. Does finally go down, but that is 4 members of Space Gamer that pulled up top lane for a 1-for-1. This is a dragon for next play for sure.
And she sacrificed her life for this dragon take, pulling up all the members of Space Gamer. I think they can trade the top lane turret, but they're gonna have to be wary because mid and bot are pushing in with Baron buff. And Space Gamer have to respond to this. They have to recall. Yeah, I guess being forced on their hands there. They have to defend their base.
Right. Oh no! Whoa! What? What was that? Oh my goodness! Chabi just deleting that Namhome right there. That's already dying down. What can they even do? Space Gamer, the next play have the Baron buff, and they've got 2 kills onto Chabi so far. Unstoppable, taking down the Jarvan. Helga picking up 1 for herself, and just off that single bubble from Gia there, the game gets blown open even more. Next play, they pick up themselves 2 turrets, and now they're on to the Nexus. Gambling tries best to block out, but Ellison just getting destroyed there. Chabi going golden so as to keep herself alive. There are minions coming in. Next play, Tempest, decisive. They stick the first game of this series.
Next play are going 1 up just from that bubble alone. Again, we blink of an eye and suddenly next play won.
Beautiful stuff there. The MVP on Chabi, but realistically it should belong to both Chabi and Gia, who did so much work there in the bottom lane. And that last bubble onto Namhome there, the only
beautiful,
hope that Space
beautiful
Gamer had.
bubble. Yeah.
Wow. Amazing.
I mean, for the side of next play, we know that they are doing their textbook stuff, right? We know that Chabi and Gia, this challenger bot lane, they are so clean. Their mechanics are so clean. The way that they use their spells, Gia hardly missed a bubble the entire game, and whenever she landed one, it really mattered. Like, she's not just using the bubble whenever it's off cooldown. So going into game 2 for KLX, we're looking at the numbers. No one could really dish out a lot of damage because Chavi was an issue. Chavi on this Corki also has package, so quite an elusive champion. Can't really lock this Chavi down. So for KLX going into the next game, the question will be how are they going to change up their draft, right? Knowing that they have a dragon lane to deal with, they have these 2 dual laners. They're going to have to change it up because if you think about it, a Jarvan or Irelia as well as a Diana, it's not really as easy to pull off as compared to say picking a Vi, right? Who can just press an ultimate and lock on onto the enemy AD carry. So I expect that both teams, especially on the side of KLX, will make some changes going into game 2.
Yeah, definitely. They have to figure a way to deal with next play, and my goodness, that match had me gripping my hand now. It's all messy. We're gonna go for a break so I can freshen that one up, but when we come back, it's gonna be game 2. We're gonna see what Space Gamer can do to deal with this onslaught that is next play Tempest. Don't go anywhere, guys. It's gonna be super exciting. See you guys after the break. Hello there everyone, and welcome back to the FSL Wild Rift Open 3 Grand Finals. We're here for Game 2 right now. It's next play Tempest, who have 1 game up against Space Gamer Kelly. Really, we just saw next play demolish them, honestly, because of the challenger bot lane that next play have. And they have Chabi and Gia, of course. Very notorious bot lane to get through. And well, in the previous FSL Open, Space Gamer actually were able to take them down, so you cannot count them out either. I'm going to be very interested to see what they have in Game 2 to equalize the playing field.
Yeah, we are in episode 2 of this long drawn out anime battle between Space Gamer and
Ooh.
Nextplay Tempest. And already the bans and the
Mm.
picks are coming in. So Space Gamer immediately take away the Corki and Galio, and Ziggs just has to be 100% permaban. But that does mean that they open up Lucian for themselves, which they have first pick right here. They are on blue side, so that gives them more options. In the meantime, wow, next play
Yeah,
just locked in Annie for the mid lane, going for that burst
and
damage.
and they went for Vayne as well on Chabi. Wow. Um, that's, I guess, perhaps their answer to the Lucian, because they knowingly left it open. They could have banned it out to prevent Space Gamer from picking it up first. Today, the rest of the games, Lucian has been banned, but perhaps this is the answer that they have. This Vayne Lulu bot lane.
And Vayne Lulu in League of Legends, not just in WoW Rift, but no matter which game you play, Vayne Lulu is a very deadly combo. You have your polymorph, you have everything about Lulu just empowers Vayne so much. Of course, it's going to be on Space Gamer to try and respond to that because they do have Braum, and they do have the combination of Olaf as well as Seraphine. So Olaf is only as good as a jungler if you have a support or enchanter to try and back him up. And that is where the Seraphine comes in. So looking at the 5v5 potential, obviously KLX, they have Seraphine's ultimate for that big engage play. They also have Braum. They have options to both use them as engage as well as disengage. And on the side of NXP, they're going to be relying on that Annie really to catch an AoE stun. Maybe combine that with a Vibe because the burst damage that comes out will be humongous.
Yeah, if Annie has a proto belt, it can allow for some pretty far range engages. And oh boy,
Oh,
Chabi and Gia run straight into the enemy team. Oh no! Gia got the flashes coming out, the stun from the procs of Gambling X. And oh, that's so unfortunate. Ellison is gonna pick up first blood on the Lucian of all things.
she's going to be really happy with that. It feels like they read next play. Maybe they have scrimmed or they watched enough of their games to know that the bot lane and the dragon laners keep going to their tribal to try and get a ward down. And this time around, Space Gamer right there to punish them. And this means that Elizon on this Lucian got that extra gold at first blood. It's gonna be on them to really keep up the tempo and keep the lead on their side.
Absolutely. Very A very good start to the game right now for Space Gamer, having that first battle on the Lucian. Let's take a look at where the junglers are right now. Vi has passed down into the bot side of her jungle, but Tomaru is still hanging around by the Krugs here, so actually gonna get spotted out by the plant. So now they have a vision of where the enemy jungler is on the side of next play.
Olaf, not really the best of gankers just yet, but we're gonna get another clash.
Yes, we are absolutely going to get another clash right now. The bot lane is moving up. Gia is the first one here, but I believe that it's actually Space Gamer who got that Skull Crab. Nope, I tell a lie. It's next play, but next play are the ones who are forced to run away from this fight.
Wow, next play got away with that. Not only got the scuttle, but also went out with their lives. I mean, that has to be a plus on the next play side, even though they are down by about 1,000 gold. And are we going to get a clash at the next scuttle? You know, we keep seeing this junglers fighting for the
Yeah.
scuttlers, and
This,
is the laners gonna come and help this time around?
I don't know. This might be harder for the side of next play because Andy is pushed up. Hellgirl has a wave that's coming to crash, and Angel sees that and decides not to go for the Skull Crab. Also, Annie was still walking back to the lane, so she wouldn't be available either. Tomaru is at least able to get herself one Scuttle Crab before she retreats back into her jungler, but Hellgirl with the level 5 does not have the mana, unfortunately.
Yeah, in this time around they trade the scuttle, so it's not too bad on the side of KLX. Tomaru managed to get the top side scuttle crab, so not losing too much. And Olaf just really needs to get the ultimate.
Oh, Tabi in a lot of trouble right there. Is this gonna be the bot lane kill? Yes, it is on the Chabi there. The Lucian Braum combo there, allowing for near instantaneous CC. The moment Chabi was tagged up, oh, it was over.
That's exactly what we wanted to see from Elizen. You know, she really needs to step on it. She needs to be the one. She's the one with the gold, with the first blood, and now 2 kills. So on that way to that Essence River, and wow, just as I said, immediate pickup thanks to those 2 kills in bot lane. I mean, for Space Gamer, they're gonna have to keep shutting Chabi down if they're gonna want to try and win this game too and even it up.
And this is definitely a very good look right now for Space Gamer. They have control over their bot side with that Lucian, with the Essence Reaver. I don't even know if it's a good idea for next play to attempt to contest this first dragon, just because of how much power there is. Comparing the 280 carries, Lucian with the Essence Reaver, Vayne with a single Vampiric Scepter, you know who has the advantage for sure. But interestingly, Space Gamer are moving all their members up to the Rift Herald.
If tempo is what you want, then the Herald is definitely gonna help. And if they get this Herald, they can use it to pressure Dragon anyway. So looks like it's just gonna be a 5-on-5. I don't think next play will contest this.
Already in the pit though, and the smite is gonna go down to Tomyra. Angel forced to get out of this one, but does drop. Seraphine will fall as well. Alizon, however, is getting chased down. His health bar is very low, and Chabi with the final hour and the movement speed. The Vayne passive finds the revenge kill there onto Alizon, and just when you thought the next play we're not gonna contest it, they come back in. They take 4 kills away from Space Gamer.
That is entirely on Who Are You, their mid laner. That Annie stun, I think she locked up 4 people. You know, the way that Space Gamer was positioned there, they were all grouped up. They didn't, you know, they thought they could just get it and get out, but wow, massive Tivers right there. Definitely want to fight for next play and put them back into the game.
Yep, definitely. Now Space Gamer needs to think about how they want to do this. Dragon Lucian still has the advantage for now in terms of gold, but in terms of items, both Vayne and Lucian have the same amount. Angel's charging up the Vault Breaker again. It's going to be blocked away this time. Where is the smite going to come down? It's actually going to be Seraphine picking this one up, and Angel has already gone down. Chabi off to the side there, doing as much damage as she can, but that Seraphine locking up the team will pay the price for it, though Chabi is going to pick up that kill in exchange, and Chabi still walking forward, gets tagged up, however, gonna take that Lulu ultimate as well, tumbling out with the stealth. The chase from Space Gamer is not enough, however, the culling is not really gonna connect onto anything, and now Andy has to run for her life. Is gonna get taken out by Chabi, who's on a killing spree, gets tagged up by the Glacial Fissure, but gambling a little too late on that one, unable to save a top laner.
Oh my god, it was so close. You know, these kind of fights just show you how good Next Play is at communicating their skills and their abilities. Like which one is up, what spells do they have, because Space Gamer thought they could jump on that Vayne. You know, Vayne was really low health, but then Lulu ultimate coming out, and just Chabi always just has a backup. Her team is always there. And once again, here we go.
Gonna overextend on this one here. Namhom not able to support her AD carry as much as she would like to. Gambling was not there to block anything either, and that is another overextension from Space Gamer.
I think they are slowly losing the tempo of this game. Even though Elizen had that 3 kills to 1.
Yeah.
Or no, actually none of the kills went over to
Yeah.
Chabi until the big fights came out, and even though she lost out in lane, it's really in these team fights that tell the story of how Next Play Tempers are so good at working together as 5.
That's right. Gia just keeping her AD carry alive through everything there was absolutely critical. Really excellent job again. We always sing high praise, and it's definitely well deserved here on the side of Next Play.
And also they dared to bring out an Annie. Like, it's not even in the meta, you know, no one saw it coming. Usually see Ziggs or Orianna. I think Orianna was banned again here in game 2.
Yes, it was.
So having that huge impact AP carry out of nowhere, probably didn't even play it during groups, I feel. So it's definitely a surprise, and for Space Gamer, just like how they brought out Singe in the top lane for Andy, they're gonna have to adjust on how they play around these objectives when they have an Annie on the opposing team.
Absolutely agreed. And speaking of objectives, next player are starting to position themselves around the bot side here. Hellgirl is gonna get gagged, or more like trying to 1v2 perhaps against the Lucian and Braum combo. But the problem is that you can't really dash around it. Oh boy, that's an engage onto Seraphine right there. Gonna get caught up by the Assault and Battery. But Chabi under the turret, they're forced to flash away, caught out by the Seraphine ultimate as well. Redemption gonna come down to top up the health bars of next play Tempest.
Yeah, both sides trading very key flashes on Chabi. So, Space Gamer, if they take notes, they'll be like, alright, in the next fight, Chabi does not have flash. Still has barrier though, and of course always that insurance from Lulu, but it could be something that they use to their advantage in the next clash.
Most definitely, and the dragon is going to be spawning soon, taking stock of the items here. Rod of Ages is completed on Annie. Irelia and Vayne have one item also to their name. Basically, everyone's starting to come online with their damage. No 2-item fights just yet, but there is still a goal advantage for Ellison over Chabi. Be interesting to see if that affects anything in this next fight.
Also, Seraphine opted to complete Sarah's first. Oh, whoa.
Yeah. Now from South Bar there, I could see it blinking off the side of the screen. I saw Hellgirl jumping around as well. But Hellgirl unable to find that kill. So next play, one member down. They also have a Camille on the side of Space Gamer pushing up that top lane there. And that's going to be a lot of trouble if it's unanswered. And Hellgirl is dead. She can't answer this yet.
But next play already sending their duo to respond to that top. Camille does have teleport, so Andy can join her team if she wants to, but Space Gamer has to do something here at Dragon.
Yep, they're gonna be starting this one up. Keep your eyes on Angel here with the smite. Any chances of getting it? No, it's gonna be given over to Tomyra with her own smite, and Angel is going to fall.
Yeah, Vi didn't need to go in there. It is only the second dragon is Cloud. So kind of just dropping for no reason, especially since her duo lane went to respond to the top lane push that Space Gamer set up with that Camille. So in the end, Space Gamer still with the gold lead, still has those dragons stacking up. It's gonna be on them to see how they play out these team fights, because so far, next play looked that much sharper in these team fights.
Yep, absolutely agree, but I feel like where next play has faltered a little is in Hellgirl, where she always tries to go in and get that like 1v2 play, but always falling short and ending up forced to give her life away for nothing really much in exchange. I think that that could probably go a little better for next play. We need to be a little more conservative, but Eliza is going to get caught out there. Hellgirl does not connect the ultimate, however. And Angel, without the Assault and Battery, is unable to go in and find anything more.
Yeah, so Space Gamer has the option to keep targeting Hellgirl in the side lane, but they're gonna have to balance it with which objectives are up and pressure that they put across the map. We can see here they are desperately trying to get that mid lane tower down, because when mid lane tower is down, the map opens up that much more. But so far, the wave clear on both sides. You got Seraphine versus Annie, not allowing either side to really knock on the mid lane tower. So we expect more side lane pressures to come in, and Andy on that Camille is already working on that.
Yeah, ooh, that's a lot of damage onto Annie, however. And when you don't have flash on the Annie now that's been used, it becomes a lot harder to find the engages that you want. And oh, Hellgirl once again. Oh wow. Okay. Made it out just in time.
Yeah. But it does mean, again, side lane pressure.
Absolutely, and next play are going to be able to find, Space Gamer, are going to be able to find yet another turret in the side lane. And right now, next play have lost 5 turrets and they've only been able to take 1 back for themselves. So objectives-wise, definitely not looking very good for them.
It was quite funny seeing Vi and Braum just walk past each other and like, alright, nothing's gonna happen.
Whoa! Wait, hold on a second here. Chabi, wow, that's a 3-man Timbers as well. Chabi trying her very best, but there's a lot of crowd control there. The Irena ultimate comes in a little late. Chabi, do you see that? She just ran straight forward into the middle of 4 people. That is
That's such an
wow.
Uzi move, you know. That's
Ah,
really
exactly.
such an Uzi move to do.
Chabi is the Uzi of the Philippines right here, doing absolute work on that vein. Ah,
You can imagine that she's the one calling the shots and be like, you know, let's go, let's move forward.
yeah, I'm going in, and y'all better follow me.
Yeah, exactly. It's you who should follow up. You are the ones with the stunts and the CCs, and I expect you to land them.
And they have been landing them, especially that Tiber's ultimate there. From Who Are You? I feel like if that didn't land, I think Chabi would have been dead. But that three-man stun along with the protection of Gia really kept her alive through that.
And she does have 2 items already, 2.5. The Blade of Rurouni and Solari Charge Blade. So Vayne with these items in a pretty good position. Definitely not falling behind the Lucian too much. And next play here, trying to get that Annie stun, right? The Annie, if she doesn't land a good stun and she doesn't burst anyone down on Space Gamer, they have potential to turn around the fight.
Tomaru does not go in, however, doesn't hit that blast gun. Oh dear, that's a huge oopsie there, but there's no time to talk about that because Chabi is just running straight through the back line of Space Gamer, taking down 2 already. It's gonna be a double kill. Camille falling and still with that Lulu movement speed and the final hour just going so fast. Look at this, vroom vroom. Chabi just going forward. This really truly is the Chabi show. She's still alive. She's still going. They use those words for Uzi, and now I'm gonna use that for Chabi running rampant on that vein.
Huge mistakes from Space Gamer. They wanted to steal the dragon, but they give up their lives for it, and there's really no reason to do so. It wasn't the Elder, it was just a cloud.
Oh, that was such a huge mistake right there for Space Gamer because basically what happened was Olaf popped the Ragnarok and then hit the blast code. So because you're immune to crowd control, he didn't fly over the wall. And so because of that, they couldn't even have a chance at stealing the dragon. So Gamli was probably who flashed in and used the Glacial Fissure. Probably like, Tomaru, you okay? That is.
But why
that-
though? Why? Why do you
Yeah.
need to even try and steal this dragon? It's not going to change the game. But losing your
Yeah.
lives and getting Chabi fed, your Vayne with those items, and now with Phantom Dancer, as well as we saw the empowered movement speed from Lulu and the shields and everything. It feels like Next Play has this game tool in their bag once again.
Yep, it is potentially in the bag for them. Gambling gonna get caught out by the assault and battery again. Chabi gonna start dealing a lot of damage right there. Standing in the front, she's the front most right now. But then 3-man might just turn everything. Gia has gone down. The health bars on Space Gamer are low, but the health bars on Next Play are even lower. Chabi is the only one right now trying to do as much damage as she can. Takes Elisa down. Is still alive, and she's really still going in the back line. Legendary, and her health is really just probably single digit at this point, but stays alive somehow through everything. My goodness, Chabi is insane.
Oh my god, Chabi! Wow! I mean, credit to Namham, you know, for landing that amazing Seraphine ultimate, charming up, was it 3 to 4 members on the side of Next Play?
Yeah.
But we thought Chabi would go down, but she doesn't!
Yeah, Gia got instantly popped, and I thought, okay, now Chabi has no more support left, but Chabi just showcasing her superior mechanics as well, being able to tumble and dodge so many things, keeping herself alive. Wow, this is amazing. This is a masterclass in Vayne right here, guys. You Google how to play Vayne in Wild Rift, right? This game is gonna pop out in your search results for sure.
Chabi is, oh wow, we thought she was shining on Corki and other AD carries, but really patch 2.4 is just empowering her so much. Even on Vayne, who may not have benefited from the latest items, but definitely when you got the mechanics, you can definitely win those team fights.
Yeah, that's gonna be the Baron going down as well. Now Chabi's just gonna start Greenhouse. Ellison has turned golden, but that's in the middle of the team. Oh, actually able to get out of this one, but Chabi, vroom vroom, she's very angry right now, and she's gonna be relentlessly pursuing Ellison. How does that feel, Lucian? She says. She chases him down, takes her out. Next Play Tempest have the Baron. They've taken out 3 members. Maybe they can look to end this game.
They're gonna split the 3-2, and they do have the wave working in their favor. So it's just a matter of withering down Space Gamer.
Yep, that timer's right now 30 seconds on Ellison. Both waves in top and mid are pretty substantial at this moment, and Chabi just popping the final hour, going straight into Condemn. It's gonna land onto Tomaru there, but the platform is gonna keep them alive from her onslaught, but it's not going to help their Nexus out, and Chabi doing the zoning right there brings Next Play Tempest to match point.
Oh wow, we thought that it would be the Elysian show with that first blood and the second blood in lane as well, but
Yeah.
Next Play Tempest as a team really supporting Charmy all the way. And interestingly, if you look at the scoreboard, it's Brom who managed to get the SVP.
Yeah. The question right now is how do you realistically deal with this? How do you deal with Chubby? The problem with the AD carries is that you just can't ban out all the AD carries. You really need a concrete plan of how to stop Chubby before she gets fed.
I think it's not even a question of which AD carry she's using because clearly she can carry on every single one of them. And looking at the damage here, Chavi obviously 30,000 damage, and no one on the side of KLX could match that. And the story is really about team play, right? League of Legends Wild Rift, it is a team game. Every single person has to step up. And as much as KLX, as we saw them go through the playoffs, they were really good at capitalizing on mistakes. They recognize when their opponents are out of position. But against Next Play look like they're much cleaner, look like they are more tight compared to other teams. So as a team for KLX, if you're so good at capitalizing on mistakes, but Next Play is the one that aren't really making that many, besides the fact that maybe Helgor here, overstepped a bit here and there, but at the end of the day, in your team fights, Next Play are the ones with better micro and better teamwork and coordination. And it's really not about the AD carries, it's about who makes less mistakes.
Absolutely the case, and I just want to say that Chabi is just giving us such a show right now. It really brings me so much joy to watch and cast this kind of game because you really get to see just how tight knit these players on Next Play are right there. The amount of trust that Chabi has in her support and the amount of trust that the rest of the team has in her, that they would let her go forward like that and just go on an absolute rampage, right? That's really not something that you see every day. And yeah, I am a huge Chabi fanboy at this point. Wow, amazing.
I think we all are. We all are. That is, we saw Andy put out a masterclass on Cinch, and Chabi's doing the same thing right here.
Yeah, exactly. And well, we're now gonna go for a quick break. I need to catch my breath. That game was so amazing. Anyway, when we come back, right, it's match point right now. Definitely Space Gamer. You cannot count them out. They still have a way back. It's gonna be a tall order and a hard climb, but they can definitely do it. Stay tuned for Game 3, guys. It's gonna be exciting, and you definitely do not want to miss it at all. Hello everyone and welcome back to the third game of the FSL Wild Rift Open Finals. Wow, in the previous game we had Chabi giving us a masterclass on Vayne. This is very exciting stuff.
I think Chabi just gives us a masterclass on all marksmen, really.
Yeah, really, wow. And Gia as well doing a phenomenal job to support on Lulu. And of course, we need to talk also about the Andy pick. Wow, there's just so much to talk about, so much that Next Play is doing right now.
It is really great to see them bring out these picks. You don't really expect to see Annie in a grand final, especially on the current patch 2.4. But here we are. It's kind of like an alternate to Ziggs, where yes, she can still clear the wave, but of course her range is a lot smaller. But she did manage to land those 3 to 4 man Tibbers ultimates and stuns, which really set up for her team. So, looking at Next Play, they are at match point, they are up 2-0, and you can feel that they really want this because Space Gamer KLX were the same team that knocked them out in the semifinals in Wild Rift Open 2. So, they have just so much coming in here, and you can feel like they really want back the championship which they won in Wild Rift Open 1.
Yeah, definitely. This is the pure revenge arc, They got knocked out. They want it back right now. We are into our third game. We are here at match point. Bans wise, things are exactly the same actually.
Yeah, looks like the bans from Game 2 and Game 3 are exactly the same. So Lucian is now open, and KLX recognizing that that was not the problem, right? Lucian was actually a
Yeah.
great pick. Elizen was 2 kills up onto Chabi, but they couldn't make it work during these team fights, and some mistakes were made. So for next play, I think they can still go for the same thing, right? If they wanted to, they could
Ooh.
still go for a Lulu, but they
Whoa.
are changing things up right away. Just say, all right, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go for Zaya Rakan,
Yeah,
which means
absolutely.
that it's
You
a
see,
different playstyle for Gia.
yeah, definitely a different playstyle for Gia, but another pretty much hyper carry here for Chabi that she can use to really take over this game if she's given the opportunity to do so.
And what I really
The
like is that Space Gamer finally got Vi on their side, which is something that I talked about in game one, where they could not access the backline. You know, you do have Jarvan or Irelia, but these champions are just not as good as it's not point and click, right, on the backline. So now they have Vi as an option. We're gonna have to see whether they really do want to lock in this Brom or they go for an Enchanter to support to try and get like some sort of AoE. You know, Nami could be picked here as well because they already have the Seraphine, but looks like
yeah,
they are just gonna stick to the Brom and Seraphine combo. Meanwhile, next play is the one who changed things up even more. Xin Zhao, pretty good jungler on 2.4. And Fiora, Hell Girl, back on her comfort
yeah.
pick. Definitely did not look as comfortable on, was it the Irelia in the last game?
Irelia, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so
The
she is back on one of her signature picks. We expect this to maybe go in the way of next play once again.
Yep, they've just been exchanging the Irelia and Fiora there in the Baron lane. But yeah, this could possibly go the way of next play again. It's really down to Space Gamer to try to find their way back because it is match point right now. These teams are playing for first place, which of course has a prize of $250 and 5,000 Wild Rift cores per team. And that's very enticing, I would say, especially also the fact that you get to, if you're next play, call yourselves the 2 times champions of the Wild Rift Opens, having won potentially both 1 and 3 right now. We are here on the Wild Rift for game 3 of the finals.
And last game in game 2, we saw First Blood coming up really fast. And Space Gamer reading
Oh,
that, already moving deep into the enemy jungle.
yeah, if you notice here, Chabi and Gia did not do walk the same way as they did the previous time.
Yeah.
They are actually here in the bot lane. So they might be going for some cheese, in fact, with the Zaya
Rakan
and
with that
Rakan
knockup
combo.
at level 1 with Ignite. Oh,
Yeah.
she went for Exhaust. So
Yep. Oh, they're gonna be able to catch out onto Elizen there, who already is chunked down to 200 health there. Excellent start for next play.
they just got some HP chunked up from the AD carry, but without Ignite, that would not have been a kill. And on the side of the junglers, looks like Space Gamer know exactly where Xin Zhao is. They also have his blue buff watered up. So the question really is about where Vi is gonna go, because in game 1, Space Gamer basically camped out at bot side, right? And so in game 3 here, with Vi who can gank before she gets her ultimate, there could be a possibility of one right here. Or everyone
is
could
gonna
just fight over the Scuttle Crab as usual.
Yeah, this is gonna be one of those Scuttle Crab fights. Unless Gia gets caught out here, forced to use the Battle Dance to retreat there. But is able to give a decent shield to Chabi, and now Chabi is able to chase Gambling down and do some return chip damage, and that leaves Angel with space to take this Scuttle Crab right here. Oh dear, the root landing onto Gia. Can she find the dash onto anyone? She cannot. That's gonna be Namor picking up the first blood, and now Angel and Who Are You have to retreat as well. Tomaru keeping the offensive up with those punches. 1-2 punch, punch first. Ask questions while punching. Ask questions while your enemies are dead. Space Gamer pick up 3 kills right there.
That was so well played by Space Gamer. Even though the gank didn't go as well at first, because your Brom tagging Rakan, not the best champion to tag, right? You can just use his. Oh, are we gonna get some kills here? Probably not.
Potentially, oh, that's wow. That I think that shield there blocked out some of the damage there. It might have caused Elizen to fall, but Chabi really just continuing to push the offensive in the bot lane.
Yeah, just forcing her to reset, but the gank didn't go the way of Space Gamer, but the return on that scuttle. It's the first time that we saw them really punish next play for that scuttle crab. And I think it was well played, especially Namhom getting in the right position, roaming down to help her team out. The Seraphine and the Roots and tagging the enemy champions with her long range spells have really helped them out, and 3 kills on the board. But that's it. We can't count out next play because even though they're behind, they're so good at coming back. You can't count them out in these team fights, and it's really, really on Space Gamer to see how they execute.
Oh, Chabi has the ultimate right now, and so does Lysant. But yes, this is what happened the previous game as well. Space Gamer were up 3-0, but somehow next play found their way back through Chabi and Gia in the bot lane. So again, that's the place that we'll be looking at. The Dragon and the Rift Herald are going to be spawning in
Vi's at bot.
right now, but Vi has made a gank in the bot lane. Chabi has already taken out Elyzan, however, and now Vi is the one who's in a bunch of trouble that gets exhausted up. Braum with the shield is behind her, and the root is going to land as well. Chabi continuing to land those auto attacks. Gambling, however, flashing forward. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. That's not it. That's not what you want to do. Namhom has arrived, but a little too late. I think that flash there was very overzealous from Gambling there, thinking that Braum could solo out Chabi there. That's not what Braum does, my friends.
I mean, it was a gamble. You could say that.
Aha. Yes. Yeah, we could. But anyway, next player moving forward towards the Rift Herald right now. Hellgirl is going to be trying to do some zoning out there. Did use the parry, but that's going to be a 2-man stun. There is one extra member of Space Gamer here, however, that means there's a whole bunch of trouble. The Rift Herald is stolen by the Seraphine ultimate there, and 2 members of next play go down right off the bat.
Yeah, even though Space Gamer kind of messed it up at bot once again, we do see a different playstyle from next play because Chabi without an enchanter support still manages to peel for herself, especially Xayah has her ultimate. But I really think for Space Gamer they need to fight with Namhom because they are winning fights when Namhom is around. And even there at the Rift Herald, they managed to pull it off because of Seraphine's support and Seraphine's damage. As well as the ultimate, I think it hit about 2 to 3 people on the side of next play. So instead of forcing things at bot side, Space Gamer can consider just playing around Seraphine as well as Vi. And I cannot state how happy I am to see that they finally picked up this Vi.
Ooh, this is a bush camp right here. Chabi gonna be using that ultimate that might force the flash over the wall. The rest of next player are moving in as well, but Gia is extremely low, able to run out with the quickness. Who are you here with the stun, but does not have the ultimate, and that means the next play cannot continue the chase.
You see the value of Vi. She walks up to Xayah and Xayah has
Andy is getting caught out right now. Forced the flash away, did get stunned up. The Rift Herald was summoned in the bot lane, but Tomaru there with that low health bar does not dare to stand near Chabi at all. Just gonna place the Rift Herald down, get that plate money and walk away.
Tomaru on this Vi, she really forces Chabi to use her ultimate, and Xayah without her ultimate means less peel, especially when you're paired with someone like Rakan. Chabi, we keep seeing her with Lulu, and in the first game, was it a Nami? Yeah, it was Nami instead of Janna.
Yes.
So the peel is not as much as she's getting in the first 2 games, and Vi just brings so much value because imagine if she uses her ultimate, trading it for Vi, that you still have Seraphine, you still have Braum's ultimate that can hit that AD carry, and
oh my goodness, Gia with yet another engage onto Elyzan. This time Elyzan is going to be going down, or not. Actually, the rest of Space Gamer have arrived, and Angel has that Guardian Angel. Very appropriate stuff there, I just realized. But Gia again with the knockups, landing knockup after knockup after knockup, is in the front lines, but is not able to take anyone down. Namhom is so low. Gambling is going to be taken out, however, but Chabi has fallen, and this leaves a 3v3 situation right now in the bot lane with Andy free pushing. Who are you? Is going to face check this push, going to land the stun, stops the Vault Breaker, forces the flash from Tomaru. Tomaru going to stay alive, but is going to lose that summoner spell. And while all this is happening here, Andy is just having a nice time playing that PvE game at the top lane.
PvE in the tower, gonna trade the tower for Dragon, which isn't so bad at all. It's just that Space Gamer, even though they are 7 kills to 3, the goal lead is only less than 1000. So, next play, even though they lose more members in these team fights, but they manage to burn some of the spells, they manage to get picks off here and there, and also trade objectives because that is the bot turret as well as Dragon is in exchange for top.
Yeah, when we look at gold leads, it's important to look at who the gold is on, and right now, Chabi actually has more than 1,000 gold more than her counterpart. So even though you see that there's a 2,000-ish gold lead for Space Gamer, who is the goal really on? It's on Chabi, and that's the member who've been talking about giving us masterclasses in marksman, right? So if there's one member you want to have a goalie on, it's Chabi, and she has the most gold in the game right now.
And look at next play, playing with that vision again. The reason why Elyzon has been having such a hard time is because next play wards up and they camp a bush. And the moment that the CC lands on Elyzon's Lucian and they chunk her down, they basically make sure that she's out of the fight. Which is why Space Gamer just needs to be a little bit more careful and play around Namhome, because Namhome is going to be key in these team fights. And she's the one who has been winning it for her team. Because Lucian cannot get chunked out. Like, you need Lucian to be in the fight throughout from the start to end.
Absolutely right. It's critical that this Lucian stays alive. Right now, next play are just fanning out and continuing to farm up. The Baron will be spawning in around a minute. Let's take stock here and look at the items. You can see there, Chabi already has the Essence Reaver and the Solari Charge Blade there on the Xayah.
While Lucian only has the Essence Reaver, so already losing out in terms of damage. But the one that's really comfortable is Namhome on Seraphine. 3, 0, and 4 already has that Seras as well as the Yandris. So she's gonna be doing a lot of work in these skirmishes.
Absolutely, I would just say that, 2.4 is an absolute blessing for Chabi because it's an 80 carry patch. So Chabi was feeling really happy right now about those 2 items in her inventory. Before this, she would have to build Blade of the Ruined King, but now she can build full crit, and that works amazingly with Xayah, as you can see here, putting out so much of that damage onto Andy right there, who is left to fall. Chabi gonna tank out that turret. Lil does manage to take it out as well.
Yeah, and they could not get the one for one. She even invested Flash as well as her ultimate there, but ooh, Baron?
Baron is started up right here. This is a place where the tides could turn, but look at this again. Chabi is the front most player on her team at one point in time there, and that's a beautiful knock-up and a beautiful Timbers as well. Next play continuing to find the engagers. Chabi just flashing forward. Namhome gonna take a feather to the face. The teleport is coming in from Andy on the area, but it is too late. Trying to blade search forward, the stun does not connect. Gia is forced to flash away. Chabi in the front line, soaking up a bunch of damage there, but Gambling, even with the shield up, taking a ridiculous amount of damage from this Xayah.
The thing about Space Gamers that when they have leads against next play, for some reason they're just...
Chabi gets blown up there. And Andy tanking up that tower, but who are you? Surely going to fall. The Relentless Pursuit Illusion flashing as well, but that might just cost her her life. Dashes out of that. Rakan dash, but gonna take a feather to the face. How dare you kill my lover?
It's so messy because Space Gamer, even though they have the lead, you don't really see them making the proactive moves. And all the time, we're just seeing Chabi move front, right? She recognizes and she tells the team, this is the opening, we need to go. We need to step on the pedal. And that's really the big difference between Next Play and Space Gamer Kelly.
That is absolutely right. Next Play are first ones to this second dragon. You keep your eyes on Tomaru. Might try to go in for a steal or might just give it up. Is actually going to get caught out there by that battle dance, so does not have the Vault Breakers to go in for this dragon. The smite there did not actually land, but oh no, Tomaru took the blast cone, and that is a huge mistake there. I bet that Tomaru is wishing right now that she had Ragnarok to stop herself from making such a mistake. But unfortunately this is by, so does go down, and that leaves Baron open right now. Next player are going to continue with the chase. The charm from Gia is going to catch out onto 2 Andy trying to jump onto Chabi right now, but the Feather Song keeping her alive. Chabi with the heal and everything and keeping herself alive once again. Chabi surviving with so little health. Every single thing that Chabi does counts to make her team get the advantage.
The way that she positioned the feathers there really helped her out. I think she managed to pull off that last second route. And once again, Chabi, no matter which marksman she is on, she pushes that AD carry to the limit. Another masterclass for you right here on Xayah.
Absolutely, now with 3 items on Chabi, with about 2,000 gold above anyone else in the game. I would say next player at a pretty comfortable spot right now in this game.
You know what I really don't want to see are junglers on either team going in just to try and steal a dragon, which wouldn't really change the outcome of the game. And when they give over leads like that, it's not good because every gold lead matters, right? Especially when you're playing against the next play and that goal goes over to Chabi. It looks like they are just gonna start up the Baron right here.
Ooh, yep, Chabi actually taking a lot of damage from the Baron Angel as well. Chabi falling to about 200 health here. She can get caught out. It would be disaster. The smite does not go through for Space Gamer, and it's going to be next play who pick it up. The teleport is coming in for Andy, but now Andy fighting herself in the middle of everyone. And wow, Hellgirl just going forward as well. Gonna get taken out by the culling of Eliza. And once again, when the camera pans to Chabi, you can see that she survived with so little health again and again and again.
I think it's really the micro there. You saw her
Yeah.
hit the Baron from outside the pit, and the moment that she recognized that Space Gamer was closing in, she moved towards the back. So she created space between her and the opponents, and she also created space so that her teammates can come and help her.
Absolutely. Again, beautiful stuff from Chabi. Who are you there on the Annie, dealing a lot of damage as well. Gambling might just go down, or Gia is the one who's actually forced the flash over the wall. Eliza continuing to push forward there. The Seraphine ultimate is not going to connect, and Eliza finally gets that kill there, continuing to chase down on that Lucian. Who are you? Maybe in a small trouble, but no! Oh my god! That burst! Just turning around and being like, hey, you wanna chase me? Boom! Where's your health? It's gone. You're colorblind now. That's the power of Annie, and that's the power of playing a champion that no one really expects. You don't really know what exactly it does, and well, what Annie does apparently is tons of damage.
Tons of damage, and this is Chabi 1v3 with Baron buff. What is going on?
Yeah.
Chabi already 3
Wow.
items: SS Reaver, Solari Charge Blade, and Infinity Edge. No one can match her.
Ooh. Angel getting engaged upon there, but with the Guardian Angel and the Sinja ultimate, it just looks like Chabi is just gonna do all the true damage with that Xayah passive, and just like that, next play, maybe not actually. Eliza, oh, the culling, and again it happens again. Chabi surviving with so little health, 121 health to her name. And just like that, next play Tempest completing their 100% speed run 3-0 Wild Rift Open 3. They're the first 2-time champions of the Wild Rift Open. Congratulations to next play Tempest. They are the winners.
That was incredible! Congratulations to Next Play from the Philippines. And also getting the revenge on the very team that knocked them out in Wild Rift Open 2. And we see right here, Chavi again with the MVP. Amazing stuff, amazing micro, amazing teamwork, amazing coordination. I mean, the sky's the limit, for Next Play.
Absolutely, the sky is the limit, and they might even go further than the sky right now because they have 2 Wild Rift Open championships to their name. Congratulations to them. Not only do they get the prestigious Wild Rift Open Championship title, they also get themselves $250 as well as 5,000 Wild Rift cores. And look at that right there, Chabi with the 27,000 damage, 16,000 gold. That game went phenomenally for them.
And it felt like the Annie pick was like something they were hiding throughout groups and the playoffs. And suddenly it's like, yeah, okay, we can play Galio, but if you ban Galio, we're just gonna pick Annie. Like, it's not even the Oriana, which also got banned. It's not even any other mage. Just straight up, just plain and
Exactly.
simple Annie. Right? And
Yep.
she does so much burst damage together with Xin Zhao and helping her team engage as well as peel with Timbers.
Yep, absolutely right. I saw just now in the stream chat, so many people were saying, "Well, how do you do it, Chabi? You just have to ban Chabi as a whole, you know." But the problem is you can't do that in WoW Rift. You can only ban 3 champions for her pool, and her pool is what basically every AD carry. So, how do you? Yeah, Chabi really, they really deserve this. Next Play Tempest doing a phenomenal job, really. Congratulations to
And
them.
some congratulations to them. And we also want to credit KLX right here
Of
because
course.
you can see them trying to adjust their draft throughout game 1, 2, and 3. They adjusted their bans, right? They lost to Corki in game 1 and then they decided, all right, we're going to take Corki out. They definitely, tried to change things around in the jungle. They tried Olaf and they also are now putting in Seraphine mid instead of Diana. But really, what we wanted to see was this Vi to come out a lot earlier because, as you can see in this game, finally Vi makes a threat towards the enemy AD carry, as opposed to
Mhm.
Olaf or Jarvan, where you can't really get onto Chabi, and it did make slight differences. But at the end of the day, it's the execution, and it's really the small things, right, that both teams were
Yeah.
trying to capitalize on. They both saw mistakes being made, and unfortunately for today, I think Next Play is the one that made less mistakes than KLX,
Mhm.
and they come out here with the victory, with the championship.
Certainly. Oh wow, that was amazing. My heart right now, right, is really filled with joy. Wow, that was what a great what a great series. It may have been 3-0, but wow, that was a great series. I would say, definitely Space Gamer Kelly put up an amazing fight right there. Getting second place is definitely still an improvement, especially when you break away from that third place curse that you had.
Yeah, so
So
maybe
congratulations.
first next
Yeah.
time. Who
Yeah, maybe
knows?
first next time WoW Rift Open
Yeah.
4, who knows? The anime arc can continue. Here's the thing,
Yes.
you can always write more write more manga chapters, convert more of that to anime, and soon we'll see, the entire journey of these teams. And really, I think having casted all the WoW Rift Opens is really it really fills me with joy to see these teams continue to grow every single time. You just see them
They really
continue to
do.
adapt and evolve, whether they whether they were teams that were eliminated in earlier stages that have made it further into the tournament this time, whether they're new teams who just make an amazing appearance, or whether they're teams like Next Play who are just names that you constantly hear about, like Chavi and Gia.
Mm.
It's just amazing to see all these teams come at it and do their best for this championship.
And they really have evolved, as we watch them. The drafts this time around is a brand new patch 2.4. It is also, unfortunately, the AD carry patch. I mean, fortunately or unfortunately.
Fortunately.
Obviously, for Chabi, it is entirely fortunately because you have
Mhm.
all the items here empowering these AD carries. We also didn't get to see that many AD carry comps. Wanted to see maybe a triple AD carries, which some of the pro teams are doing. But so far here, the teams have been drafting quite standard. They rely on the engage and they rely on peeling off for their AD carries, which have worked out really well for them. As you can see here, recap of the brackets. Next play
Yeah.
Tempers as well as Space Gamer Kelly X. I think they 2-0'd all their
Yeah.
opponents so far.
Next Play had
Yeah, all the way.
perfect run of the playoffs.
Perfect
Amazing
run.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations
And
to
well
them. Wow, they
earned.
have really, yeah, they've really cemented themselves right now as the best team at the moment for FSL. Wild Rift right now, really picking up 2 championships, right? That's really good stuff. Really, congratulations to them. They definitely deserve this.
And especially sticking together. This is the power of having family. Right? Your
Yep,
roster sticks
that's
together
right.
throughout open 1, 2, 3. You can see how much cleaner they are and how much more refined they are. And it really
Mhm.
is a joy to watch because at peak League of Legends Wild Rift, this is it, right? It's a
Yeah.
layering of CCs, everything is timed properly. Your members of the team are all positioned extremely well, as what we saw Chavi do, and her entire team is there to back her up. I mean, there's no more family. How much more family can you get than this?
Yeah, exactly. Wow, yeah, that's really really great stuff. Really, wow. It's really been just such a pleasure to cast. I keep saying this, but wow, yeah, they never Next Play just never dropped a match at all in the open. In the
Not
entire
even in
group stage, also they
groups.
had a perfect group, so a perfect tournament for them. What better way to clinch a second title, Tanya?
Amazing, amazing. Congratulations to Next Play. I think the whole Philippines was behind their back and very, very happy
Mhm.
for them.
Yeah. Absolutely. And well, from us, I guess that's it for FSL Wild Rift Open 3. Thank you so much for watching. It has been an absolute pleasure to cast. It's been such amazing games. I'm Gerard Escape Artist. You can find me on Facebook at Escape Artist. You can find me on TikTok at Escape Artist Casts. And here, Tanya.
I'm just Tanya May on basically everything, but also want to give out a shout out to our sponsors. Thank you to Yahoo and Intel. Without you, this wouldn't be half a day, so thank you so much for sponsoring Wild Rift Open.
Yep, definitely. Of course, also for Tanya. She's a writer at One Esports, so you can check out her articles, her guides on League of Legends and Wild Rift as well. So do show her some support there as well from me and from Tanya and from everyone else here at FSL Wild Rift Open 3. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.